we're solving another inequality. This one has a fraction in it. I am going to multiply by x minus 1 squared on both sides. Firstly, that's a plus number, so I know the sign doesn't have to change, and it'll help simplify my fraction and get rid of it. So multiply this out and then multiply this out, and I'll clean it up. So that's 2x squared plus 1x minus 2x minus 1, less than 5 times, and again you need to carefully multiply that out. If you need to take it to the side and square it out too, you'd end up with x squared minus 2x plus 1. So that's 2x squared minus 1x minus 1 less than 5x squared minus 10x plus 5. Bring it all to one side. Let's all bring it to the left. So that's a minus 3x squared plus 9x minus 6 less than 0. I am going to multiply across by a minus, but if I change one sign, I have to change every sign. So be careful of that. Okay, we could also divide by 3, you don't have to, but you'd end up with x squared minus 3x plus 2. And again, we just did one of these types of questions. I'm going to use functions to figure it out. You're going to solve, and you're going to solve it, and as a quadratic, x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 1, I think. And where is that greater than 0? So back here before 1. Okay, unless I made a mistake multiplying out there. I think that's what we're looking at. I could have made a mistake multiplying out, but again, it's just the method that we're looking at. Here we have a third question. We're going to square both sides. I know that happens over here. So 2x plus 7 is equal to, again, you might want to take this to the side and multiply it out, or, you could do it here as well. So 2x plus 7 on the left. What happens when I multiply a root x by a root x? I get x. What happens when I multiply a root x by a 2? I get a 2 root x. 2 by a root x, I get a 2 root x. And a 2 by 2 is a 4. Clean all this up. 2x plus 7 is equal to x plus 4 plus 4x. So if I have 2 root x and 2 root x, I've got 4 root x. Again, I'm going to try and isolate the third. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. And again, I'm just going to try and isolate the third. I'm going to divide by both sides by 4. And now I am going to square both sides. That finally gets rid of all of my thirds. Just be careful, take that to the side, carefully multiply it out. You'd end up with x squared plus 6x plus 9 over 16 is equal to x. Get rid of your fraction. X squared plus 6x plus 9 is equal to 16x. Bring everything to one side. X squared minus 10x plus 9 is equal to 0. You're going to factorize that or use the minus b formula, and you'll eventually get x is 1 or x is 9. You need to then double check that one or both of those solutions might work. So go back to your original line, sub in the 1, see if it works, sub in the 9, see if it works, and cross off a solution if they don't work. Both work in this situation. If we have this quadratic and it's the same as, you know, written like this, can you tell me the values of A, B, and C? Well, it's kind of hard to compare the left and the right when they're not really in the same form. So let's multiply out the right a little bit. Do my indices here. So that's, take it to the side if you need to, x squared plus 2bx plus b squared plus c. Multiply in the a. So we're just cleaning up the right as much as possible until it more looks like what's on the left. And then I might be able to actually tell you what a, b, and c are. 2abx plus ab squared plus c. Now I can start comparing. So the coefficient of the x squared is going to be equal to the coefficient of the x squared here. So a is 2. The coefficient of the x is the same as the coefficient of the x here. So we know that 2ab is equal to 8. We know that a is 2. So that's 2 times 2, which is 4, times what gives me 8. So b is also 2 actually. And then we have the last little bit, whatever's left. So that's ab squared plus c is equal to a minus 1. We know that a is 2, b squared is 4, plus c is equal to minus 1. That's 8 plus c is equal to minus 1, minus 1. Sorry, minus 1. And then c is equal to minus 9. So there's my 3 answers there. I'm going to solve this cubic. I'm going to use functions to do it. I want a table. 2x cubed minus 4x squared minus 22x plus 24. Okay, so I'm looking for one of my solutions here, hopefully. I'm not doing g of x. I want to start at 1. Let's start at minus 5 and go up to 5. Okay, so there we go. We have a root. X is equal to minus 3. So if x is equal to minus 3, then x plus 3 is a factor. We could do long division. Now, if my calculator gave me more information, then I could just use that. I'm going to do the long division here. X multiplied by what gives me a 2x cubed, 2x squared. Take it to the side, work it out if you need to, and subtract. What do I multiply that by to give me that? Minus 10x. And take it to the side if you need to, minus 30x, and subtract. That's 8x plus 24. So that's a plus 8 up there. 8x plus 24, subtract. Brilliant, all works out because I knew I had a factor. My remainder is 0. Here's my other one though. Here's my, I'll find my other 2 values for x up here. So if you go and you solve this, whether it's minus b formula or factorizing, you will end up with x is 4 and x is 1, I think. And then we have all 3. So at the start we knew that x was minus 3 from my functions. And so there we have all 3 solutions to our cubic. Prove the left hand side is greater than the right hand side, greater than or equal to. Well, at the minute, I don't know it. So I'm going to just square that out. A squared plus 2ab plus b squared greater than or equal to 4ab. I'm still not sure. Why don't I change things around again? I'm going to bring everything to the left. Still not sure. So I'm going to maybe just try rewriting that by turning it into its factors. Okay, finally, I'm happy to say that a minus b to be squared is definitely greater than or equal to 0, because any number, when you square it, is greater than or equal to 0. So if that's true, and that's true, and that's true, then that's true, then that original one is true. Therefore, a plus b to be squared is greater than 4ab. And I've proven what they asked me to prove at the start. And then the sum of 3 times a number and 2 less than 4 times that number is 61. So sum of 3 times a number and 2 less than 4 times that number So I think that's as close as I'll get here to it, is 61. So that's 7x minus 2 is equal to 61. 7x is equal to 63, x is equal to 9.